So you're a high performing student in high school, but the reality is you might not do well in college or university, and here's why. In college or university, it really depends on the student's motivation. It really depends on how well the student can motivate himself or herself to study, to take initiative on being on top of the coursework. So if you're one of the students who in high school, you really needed your teachers to push you, you really needed to focus on the schedule that the teachers set out for you for the course, then you might not do well once you get into that higher education. Because although for the most part, instructors and professors have a syllabus and they have some sort of lecture plan. But the reality is no one's going to be taking attendance. You can be skipping classes all semester, and no one's going to know. Especially where a lot of first year classes have class sizes in the hundreds and sometimes in 1,000. So it's very easy for you to kind of lose track on what your priorities are as a student. It's very easy to kind of be engulfed in the student life aspect. It's very easy to just kind of focus and prioritize your social life over your studies. So things do happen in college and university that will definitely make it harder, even for high performing students to do well. It is a shift in a different teaching method as well. So my tip for high performing students coming from high school who still want to do well in university or in college, and also those who didn't do so well in high school but want to start off fresh again in university and college, is that you need to be motivated. You need to keep yourself on track. You have to be the one to make sure that you're meeting attendance, you're going to classes, you're doing your coursework, you're doing your homework. Because unlike in high school where your parents are around and your teachers were around to kind of keep track of you, you're not going to have that in university and college. And these are little minor things that students take for granted when they're younger, but it adds up and it makes a huge impact to your overall grades overall. It's very easy to prioritize your social life over your academic life. It's very easy to kind of be engulfed in a lot of different extracurriculars, a lot of different clubs, a lot of those in quotes like funner things. But you really need to focus and make sure that academics is your first priority if you do want to do well in your courses and continue to be a high performing student.